What's up, YouTube? Your boy John here. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is John. Welcome to Destiny Betas. I am new, so allow me to give you a little spiel on my channel. Is it gonna all be about beta fish? No. Is it gonna be all about fish? No. But is that my main aspect? In a sense, yes. My main aspect is just getting out to you guys, the YouTube. The videos I watch, the community, I absolutely love it. I do videos, I do live broadcasts, things like that. But in a sense, I've never really gave YouTube vlogging a try, so here's my first video and welcome. Now, what I'm going to be talking about specifically here today that I get a lot, asked a lot on forums, just my friends, other hobbyists that I've run into. One thing they've always asked me is, how do I get my community betas? Any beta I get, I can make a community beta. Am I bragging? No. Am I being cocky? No. But facts are facts, and my success rate is lowballing, I'd say like 70%, 75%. Now that goes for a lot of betas that I've trained, given to friends, even if I had friends that, oh, I bought this beta, I didn't know anything about betas, all that. I'm just going to show you guys, instead make it easier, I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Now, is it a hard process? Hell no. Is it expensive? Hell no. Now, that's kind of the beauty of it, is even if you got a lot of money, you don't want to spend a lot of money because then you wouldn't have a lot of money, huh? What I'm going to teach you, cheapest, simplest way to get effective community beta. It all goes to the buying process. Is that exactly what determines, is your beta going to be a community beta? No. But there are signs that you can pick up on that would apply to my technique that will give you a higher success rate. Now, number one, off bat, everyone says, don't go to your local fish store, don't go to your local fish store. BS. If it wasn't for local fish stores, we wouldn't be hobbyists. You know what I mean? So, does that mean go to Petco or Walmart and go and buy these fish? No. Support your local, hobbyists. Your local aquarium stores, family owned. In a sense, you could really create a stigmatism in your city one by one. That's how this all works. It works with you. You make the hobbyist, the hobby fun. You know what I mean? You keep the cycle going. Back to square one. Picking out your beta. These 3 steps, and this is the picking, like the buying part. These 3 steps is going to help you get, apply and get you a higher end success rate with my method. Now, the 3 things you got to look for is off bat. First, everyone should know this, fish common sense. If you don't know this, click off my video right now. Go read some forums, get updated on, exactly beta fish. Fish care in general. The first thing you always want to look for is fins. You always want to check out the fins. You want to make sure, look at the tips of them. Whether it's black, whether it's red, whether it's blue. You want to make sure the tips of your fish's fins have color all the way through them. Now, if they're clear, kind of looks like gel hanging off of them, it means 2 things. Either that fish has got injured, got in a fight, or is sick. And neither of those really is. You don't want to infect your setup, whatever you have, at the same time. You're spending your hard-earned money, so you don't want to just see it go to waste, right? Off bat, you want to check fit and type. Second one, you want to check out mood. Obviously you're picking up, the little cups are in, you're looking at them. That's all the fun part, picking out betas, right? You will see a lot of coffee drinking. But, okay, so getting back into it, the second thing you want to look for is when you pick up your beta fish, are they too frantic? Are they too banging themselves out against the glass, going nuts? You do not want that for clear reasons. If a fish too frantic, of course you can, don't get me wrong. So let's see, you already bought your fish. Just hear me out. And even this method still works, okay? It just takes a little bit longer if you don't have a calm fish, in a sense. Now, when I say calm, moving on to the third step. When I say calm, I do not mean unhealthy. Now, am I referring back to the fin types? No. I just mean unhealthy in general. Now, what you could do, what I always do before going out purchasing a beta, is bring a little mirror with me, a little makeup mirror. Go to your mom's drawer, dresser, take a mirror with you. Hold it up, because you don't want to want to shake it, or you don't tap on the glass. That's just gonna make any fish avid. Put that glass next to the container. Now, even females, all fish should flare for a second. Now, females, this is where you can be a little bit more lenient. They might not. Females tend to be more calm than males, but males off bat should flare. If they don't flare, move on to the next, because that is not a good sign. Now, you want to find that perfect middle. You want that fish that flares in defense and then kind of swims off like, okay, you're not going to hurt me. I don't care. You don't want one that's too aggressive. Hold it there. If you leave it there, it's just constantly going after it, biting out the plastic. That's just, it's just going to make this process longer. If you do, let's say you find them beautiful colors, you're dead set on it, it's very active, this method will still work. It's just going to take a little bit more time, like I said. Now, after you've completed the buying process, you're really comfortable with your fish, you feel like you got a healthy fish, now's on to the training step. Now, what I do, like right now I have 2 betas. I have my King Delta male in the tank. It's in I believe, what is that? I think it's a 3 gallon. It's a 3.5 gallon. I got him in the 3.5 gallon. Right, this is step 1. You want to do this. This is a 3-week process. Week 1, you want to leave him right next to your community tank, in his tank, visible to all the fish. You want to put him in the most active part, next to the most active part of your fish tank. This is going to get him used to, him or her, this is going to get him used to, just seeing the fish. Don't be worried if it flares up, You want him to get just at least used to the fish that are going by. That's very simple. Now, step 2. Step 2 is you want to not, and I cannot stress this enough because I absolutely hate it. Do not ever put your beta back into the cup that you bought him in. It is cruel. I do not like it one bit. I don't like how that's just normal for selling these guys. Do not, okay? I'm just going to say it again. Do not. If you're thinking about it, click off my video. Do not. I'm not going to say this again. Do not leave them in the plastic cup that you bought them in. That should already be well off in the trash at this point. Second, you take them out and have them in your tank. Put that cup in the trash. It's horrible memories. These fish are fish, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that they don't have feelings, not to sound like a weenie or nothing, but in a sense they do. So how would you like it if you lived in a box your whole life, got put in a house, and said, okay, here you go back in the box? You're not going to be happy about it. This process will not work. Now what you do, you can go get a goldfish bowl. That's what I always do. It's got fancy, if anything, it's, you can go to a 99-cent store and find one. You know what I mean? So get them a goldfish bowl. Put them in the goldfish bowl and leave it in your fish tank. Now, beta fish specifically, they do need a filter. Obviously, they do need flowing water, but they don't. Obviously, as you can tell, they're kept in the cup their whole life, Just in case you are new to betas, you don't really know. Beta fish do not need air. They can breathe air from the surface, but it's just, getting off track, but it's a comfortability thing. You know what I mean? You want your fish to be comfortable, so obviously add all those things. But they are not a necessity. As I'm saying, leave him in the goldfish bowl in your community tank. Like I actually have my other guy balanced on top of a Squidward. And for a whole nother week, leave him in there, feed him. Obviously, water changes. You want them to get used to these fish. Now it's a little bit more personal. So that's the second week. You leave them in there. Kind of watch them. Let if the fish go by, see if he's flaring up. Now, minimum a week. Now this part if step 1 was successful, this part can sometimes take less than a week. but really know your fish. You have to know your fish and know how to pick up behaviors and little signals like that. If not, if you're just an amateur fish enthusiast, you have a couple goldfish in your fish tank and you wanna put a beta in there, minimum a week. Now that for you is minimal a week. Now I do normally do this process for about 2 weeks just to be safe. You obviously don't want to injure your beta. You don't want to injure your other fish. So if you don't know and you're just honest with yourself, you do not know how to pick up the signals and the signs of a beta fish ready to go into a community, leave it alone. Go for 2 weeks. Now the third step. This is probably the more committed side of it. A lot of times you can go from the second step and just try your just let them go, forget about it. Like 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, it'll work. They'll be tame, they'll be fine. But at the same time, if you want to be just that little bit more intuitive, where you want to make sure you don't go to sleep one night and wake up, you either got a dead beta or a different dead fish, what you do is you just do introductions. Take your bowl, let him out, let him swim around, let him do his thing, put him back in. Even if he seems okay, no matter how confident you seem, oh, he is fine. Betas have tempers. Now not even 2 male betas, they're not going to immediately start killing each other. They're going to stalk each other. They're going to, when we least expect it is when we're not looking in the tank is when they will do it. Beta fish are very, very intelligent. Unless, can't stress this enough, unless you know about beta fish and you know about fish in general, then do the third step. You don't want to kill your fish. You don't want to mistreat your fish. Do little introductions, 10 minutes here and there. Let your fish out, let him do his thing, put him back in. Let your fish out, let him do his thing for about another week. This, depending off, because at this time you should be able to pick up the signs. You know what I mean? At this time, you should already have enough information stored in your head, reading about them, though. I'll say just maybe like 3 days of doing some introductions. Let him out for the night. Pay attention, pay close. Even if you have to take a picture of your fish. And, it might sound funny, but really, it'll help. Take a picture of your fish, wake up. First thing you got to do is check out your beta. Obviously, off top, go check out his fins, check out his scales, make sure he's not missing anything, he has no tears, nothing of that sort. You know what I mean? Once, obviously, that is complete. Congratulations, you now have a community beta. Will this always work? No. Just off my statistics, I've been doing it for so long. I have a way above 50% success rate. I can't even remember the last time I've had this not work for a beta fish, male or female. So if you take the time, you take the steps correct, it ultimately will be worth it, because now not only do you have a gorgeous beta fish in your community tank, but as well, you don't have to clean extra tanks. You don't have to do that extra work now. You know what I mean? It's just a lot more convenient. Alright, YouTube. Now, it has been great. Always is. First times, like I say, always. But interacting with people, well used to that. It is always a pleasure. If you have any input as far as my method you would do, different yourself, feel free, please comment below. I love feeding off other people's information, other people's ideas, going back and forth in that sense. So go ahead, comment below. Make sure you hit that subscribe, like button, all that good stuff. Because you don't want to miss a video. Your boy John's cool. You know what I'm saying? You're ghetto fish expert. No, I'm playing. But for real, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you love fish, if you love anything, as far as gaming, I'm sure I'll throw a few of those in here too. I love games, you know what I mean? Very, very interesting stuff coming. If you want to see anything specific, if you have any questions, anything like that, any specific videos that you would like to see, comment below. I would love doing it. I love interacting with people. Yeah, it's been great talking to you guys, and catch you another night.